Thank you. Thank you. I have to tell you that I'm both excited and challenged to be here. The excitement is that I get to share my Olympic story with you and talk about goal setting. The challenge is that I was in the same speaking block as Sean Aker. Not fair. He speaks faster than me. Thank you. You will discover that I'm a lover and a big user of positive psychology, and I'm honored to be here, so thank you, Shaklee, for having me on your Pure Performance team and for asking me to present today. One of the most asked questions of me is, how did you win your Olympic medal? Well, I'll tell you, there is a formula for greatness, which I'll share with you shortly, and a power that lies within you that differentiates success and failure, winning and losing, mediocrity and success, success and greatness. What's interesting is many people think that they don't have to listen to motivational speakers. And I say, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an inspirational speaker. What's the difference, you ask? Motivation is a desire. It's a silent force from within that is extremely powerful. Self-motivation is inherent in the essence of all who strive for something, you included. Inspiration, however, is the process of being stimulated by an idea, a person. The difference is one we have all experienced: waking up in the morning or sleeping in, hitting the gym or taking the day off. I like to do that. Or, for example, I'm highly inspired to be like Rachel Ray in the kitchen, but just not that motivated. Motivation is an actual requirement to be an Olympic athlete. The spirit of the Olympics, or the Olympic motto, is a Latin phrase, Citius, Altius, Fortius, or faster, higher, stronger. It took me 3 Olympics to figure that one out. The meaning of that phrase, simply put, is the pursuit of excellence, an echo in all who strive for something. And that powerful force lies within you. For me, that pursuit started as a little girl. At age 4, I was a dancer doing cartwheels on my roller skates, Fisher-Price roller skates, and then I went from roller skates to inline skating. And for the first time in high school, I tried ice speed skating. And a few years later, I qualified for my first Olympic team in Salt Lake City, Utah, the 2002 Olympics, and I broke the American record. As a child, I wrote a letter to my parents from school telling her that I wanted to be in the Summer Olympics. I missed that one. And if you're wondering why I'm not wearing any Olympic swag, it's because when you're a Winter Olympic athlete, you don't get the summer stuff. As a teen, my parents were a little concerned that I was logging my nutrition, developing my own training regime in the little workout area I had in the house. And every night before I went to bed, I made it mandatory that I did 100 sit-ups and single leg squats off my bed in my PJs, which is totally normal, right? Looking back, it might have been a little extreme for my age, but later it all made sense. By the time the Olympics were closing in 2010, I had become the U.S. national champion and most decorated World Cup medalist in short track speed skating history. I had also earned my degree from Penn State University and later got my MBA. It was a proud moment for me as the first Olympic athlete to sign with a major modeling agency, Wilhelmina Models New York City. I was the face of many brands, including CoverGirl, Pantene, appearing in over 22 magazines. And it was February 2009, exactly 1 year to the date of the opening ceremonies. I was one race away from winning the overall World Cup title, when this happened. My life was changed forever.
February 2009, 1 year before the Olympics in Vancouver, Allison Baver flies into the boards after a collision during a race. The speed skater's tibia is shattered.
I've never felt that much pain in my life.
Break is here and went through here.
So much for the leg injury. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Wen Chow says the three-time Olympian also had a broken ankle.
You know, this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a little piece there.
Baver, who is a Berks County native, was told it might be years before she could skate again.
I was at the top of my sport, and it's like I can't give up now.
The part-time model decided to have surgery at Pennsylvania Hospital. Dr. Chow inserted a 10-hole plate into Baver's tibia to repair the damage. Chow says it took 8 large screws to hold the metal and bone together. Allison's ankle took another 3 smaller screws to fix.
So I had to put this piece back onto here with an absorbable pin, and then put screws, and then close this whole area and put screws across on the outside to connect all the pieces together. The morning of the surgery, she brought in her skate to show me, so that I did my best to try to avoid extending the incision down to an area below the skate.
Dr. Chow says it's remarkable that Baver recovered so quickly and could compete in the Olympics. The skater sent the doctor an emotional text the day the games began.
And it says, getting ready to walk in opening ceremonies at the Olympics. This is a dream come true. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That moment, when I was lying on the ice in Bulgaria, I made a decision. I made a decision to go for the gold. I knew immediately that my mental attitude, what was going to determine the outcome. I used positive psychology and wrote a piece of paper and posted it onto my wall in the hotel room for everyone to see, saying, my leg is whole and healthy. I couldn't feel my leg, but I kept reiterating that statement to myself. Positive psychology, boom shakalaka. The problem was the spiral fracture extended into my ankle joint, where my Olympic trials were only 7 months away and scheduled a little bit earlier than usual, of course, right? Just my luck. The typical recovery for this injury is 5 years with the possibility of never walking again. So in 7 months, I had to skate on a blade 1.1 millimeters thick, or thin, depending on how you look at it, going 40 miles an hour, with one doctor with awesome bedside manner said to me, was described as getting run over by a garbage truck. So for 3 months, I hung out on my dad's rocking chair. And boy, was he mad. I stole his recliner, best seat in the house. Seriously, 3 months. Only 4 months remaining to be Olympic ready. It was then that I mapped out a timeline with the steps I needed to take for me to win again, including the minimum time it would take to reach certain milestones. I started with the goal and worked my way backwards, setting monthly, weekly, daily goals. Every moment of the day was thought and planned out. So therefore, I included my thought process and what I wanted to be thinking at certain times of the day in my plan. So when I was eating, what was I thinking? Everything had to be very positive and driven toward my goals. I included a supplement routine and a team of very positive people around me who believed in me. I watched the video of the crash daily until I was able to overcome the fall in my visualization and actually get up and win the race. I also watched videos of my best performances to keep my head in the game and to try to come back stronger. To maintain my level of conditioning, I did 600 sit-ups a day. I heard Mike Tyson did this, wanted to give it a try. Why not? I had nothing else to do, right? So my mom obviously thought that was it brought, I think, her back to my childhood. But 4 months later, I qualified for the Olympic team, and 5 months after that, I walked into opening ceremonies and stood on the podium with the ladies relay team in the 3,000 meter and brought home this bronze medal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So back to the question everybody asks of me, how did you do it? How did you win a medal at the Olympics? The how formula is simple, and you can use this in your 100-day plan. I start at the end of your goal with your dream. So start at the end with your goal or dream. The second one is to make a commitment and decision to go for it, just like I did on the ice. Create a detailed plan with a serious breakdown of goals. Have a positive team around you of people who believe in you that have the same vision as you, and execute it with no excuses, no regrets, just do it. But the answer is not only in the how, but more so in the why. The degree of separation between success and greatness, I believe, relies in the why. Why you do what you do, what drives you, and that power lies within you. And therefore, the answer to how can be summed up in one final worded ingredient, and that's motivation. Know your why and stick to it. I have a faith-driven and deeply personal why. It wasn't just about winning a medal to me. There was a bigger purpose. I remember getting a letter from a 10-year-old cancer patient, which told me, if Allison can win a medal, I can get better, and that motivated me to try harder. There are also so many parts of the world where women are not empowered. I wanted to show that women are strong and can achieve. We can achieve, and I'm so happy to see so many women in the audience today. Each of us needs to dig deep and find our why. Now, I am also here to tell you about my passion for Shaklee products. Shaklee motivates me not only to perform better, but to live a healthy and balanced life, and that's really important to me. And also, you know that me of all people by now know quality. I've only been taking supplements forever. So supplementation has been a part of my life as an athlete for over a decade, and working with a company that I believe in and I can trust with my performance is what's most important to me. My fiance Tommy is also in the wellness industry and takes Shaklee products with me. The Shaklee products I use daily are Vitalizer because I believe consistency is important for success in your body, and it helps me feel very balanced. Joint Health Complex, that's an obvious one, for my ankle, of course. And Pain Relief makes a significant difference in my workout and training every day. Vivix to help reduce oxidative stress after a workout and keep me looking young. Others I like are Nutriferon, especially for when I travel. It helps boost my immune system. And at the onset of feeling sick, it helps prevent illness. And I like Mental Acuity because it helps me focus in training and competitions and in front of the camera also. And of course, I'm so excited about the new Shaklee Life Plan. So I encourage you to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Allison Baver, and look for my new fashion collection, Allison Baver New York, coming soon at AllisonBaver.com. And as you are building your 100-day Shaklee plan, I challenge you not only to ask yourself how you're going to do what you do, but why you do what you do. Dig deep and find that power to push yourself further. Do it in 99 days. Good luck.